In roofing, there's one simple truth. You don't go broke in winter. You go broke pretending winter won't happen. Every year, the roofing off-season catches good sales reps off guard, not because they didn't earn enough, but because they didn't plan for when the money stopped. And if you're a roofing sales rep who crushed it all summer, but still feels tight, stressed, or straight up panicked by December, this is the blind spot costing you years of progress. What's up, Roof Money Pros? Mike here with Roof Money Pro, and my mission is to help roofing professionals like you maximize your careers and build wealth. Here's what nobody tells you. The off-season doesn't create your financial problems, it just shines a spotlight on them. And if you've been in roofing for more than one cycle, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That sick feeling in your stomach when December rolls around and the pipeline dries up, even though you crushed it all summer. In this video, I'm breaking down the real reasons why the roofing off-season wrecks so many sales reps financially, the traps almost everyone falls into, and how to build a system that keeps you stable year-round. This channel is for roofing sales reps who are making good money, but struggling to turn income into wealth. So if you want to stop panicking every winter, hit that subscribe button now because I drop videos every week specifically for reps like you. Let's start with the obvious problem. Your income doesn't come in smooth paychecks. It comes in waves. When storm season hits, you're on fire. Deals are closing one after another in high speed. Commissions are dropping left and right. Your bank account looks like you practically print money. And your brain starts telling you a dangerous lie. This is just how much I make now. You think you've made it and start believing the money will keep flowing like this forever. That's false confidence because it won't. It never does. Roofing sales income is variable by design, and that messes with your head because big months feel permanent and slow months feel like failure. You're not on salary. You eat what you kill. And when storm season ends, the hunting ground dries up fast. The problem is that most reps build their entire lifestyle around peak months, not average months. They budget like they're making 20 grand a month when the reality is they might make 15 in a good month and 3 in a bad month. Traditional budgeting advice tells you to track expenses and stick to a plan. Great, I agree with most of that. Except that advice assumes your income is predictable. That's not roofing. So when financial gurus tell you to budget based on last month's income, they're setting you up to fail because last month you made $12,000 and this month you might make $2,000. Seasonality doesn't just slow income, it exposes that your cash flow was never predictable to begin with. And without predictability, you're always one slow month away from stress. My first full year in roofing sales started off especially rocky with only 30 total leads between January and February. I know the feeling is simply getting whatever you can during slow season and praying for a good storm in the coming months. That desperation is real, and it comes from not having a system that accounts for timing. Here's where things get ugly. High income months make spending feel earned. You close a massive deal, 10 grand hits your account, you've been grinding for weeks, you deserve something nice, right? So you buy it. New truck payment, upgraded apartment, trip to Mexico, another gun, another watch, eating out like it's nothing, whatever your thing is. And in that moment, it feels justified because you earned it. But here's the trap. This is how you quietly turn temporary income into permanent expenses. Now your life requires a certain commission level, a certain pace, a certain season staying hot. Lifestyle inflation is when your spending rises to match your income, and it's the silent wealth killer. For roofing reps, it's worse because your income spikes during good months, so you justify purchases you can't actually afford year-round. You're building fixed expenses on variable income, and that's financial quicksand because you start wondering why you're working harder but saving less every year. I've seen reps clearing healthy six figures who save nothing. They upgrade their life every time they have a good month, and by December or sooner, they built a $70,000 lifestyle on $40,000 of actual stable income. Now here's the key. The off-season doesn't wreck you, the choices you made in June do. Let's talk about a more well-known silent killer, taxes. Most roofing reps are typically 1099 contractors. That means nobody's withholding taxes from your check. Every dollar you make is gross income, and the IRS expects you to set aside money for taxes yourself. Spoiler alert, most reps don't. So now winter comes with less cash, more stress, and a tax bill sitting in the background like a bomb waiting to go off. Now you're broke and panicking, trying to figure out how to pay the IRS while also covering rent. This happens every single year to reps who think they'll deal with taxes later, but later usually means during the slow months, and it's always worse than you thought. Taxes don't go away, they compound. And if you don't have a buffer saved, the off-season becomes an absolute nightmare because now you're stressed about income and a massive tax bill. Simple fix, set aside 25 to 30% of every check before you spend a dime. Keep it in a high-yield savings account at a completely separate bank than your day-to-day spending accounts. Treat it like it's not your money. Because it's not. It's the government's. You're just holding it. And here's something most people outside of roofing just simply don't understand. Getting paid and being financially secure are not the same thing. Selling a deal does not mean you got paid. In roofing, sales happen fast, installs lag, commissions trail even further. You close a deal in May, the job doesn't get installed until June, the homeowner pays the company in July, hopefully. You get your commission in August. That's a 3-month lag between the sale and the money, and that's if everything goes perfectly. Add in chargebacks, homeowner disputes, and delayed installs, and suddenly your bank balance doesn't match how hard you work. Retainers and clawbacks make this even worse. Some companies hold part of your commission for weeks or months. Others might claw money back if a job falls through. You think you made money, but you didn't actually make it yet. This is why slow months feel worse than they mathematically should. It's not just that you're not selling, it's that you're also not getting paid for things you sold weeks ago. Your effort and your income are completely disconnected in time. When money gets tight, the gut instinct is to double down on activity and work harder. Knock more doors, make more calls, close more deals. That sounds logical, and it's also dangerous. And look, don't get me wrong, hustle matters. But here's the problem. You can't sell your way out of a broken financial system. That's kind of like treating a symptom instead of the root cause. If you're overspending, undersaving, and ignoring taxes, making more money just means you'll overspend more, undersave more, and owe more in taxes. Income growth doesn't fix bad habits, it amplifies them. I've watched reps burn out trying to pressure sell their way through the off-season. They get desperate, prospects feel it, close rates drop, stress skyrockets. It's not pretty, and the whole thing becomes a vicious cycle where you're working harder, making less, and feeling worse. Here's the truth, financial stability actually improves sales performance. When you're not panicking about money, you close better. Cash in the bank equals confidence in front of the customer. When you're calm, you sell better. You're patient. You don't reek of desperation. The simple truth is that stable reps also last longer in this business. So what's the fix? How do stable reps do it? The fact of the matter is that reps who survive winter aren't luckier. They're not even the best closers. They're better planners. They build an off-season buffer before the season ends. Not after, not eventually, before. While everyone else is spending their storm season checks, you're stacking cash in a separate account that you don't touch until you need it. 3 to 6 months of expenses, bare minimum. That buffer is the difference between calm and chaos. Second, they live on a percentage, not a paycheck. Instead of spending whatever hits your account, you take a fixed percentage as personal income and stash the rest. 50%, 60%, 70%, whatever number keeps you stable and happy. The rest goes to taxes, savings, paying off debt, and investing. Third, they separate personal income from business income. If you're treating your commission account like a personal checking account, you're doing it wrong. Stable reps move money intentionally. One account pays you, one account absorbs the chaos. Plan transfers. No impulse spending from the main pile. They plan slow months intentionally, not reactively. Lower spending, clear expectations equals zero panic. You know January and February are going to be rough, so you prepare for it in July. You don't hope it works out, you make it work out. And finally, and most importantly in my opinion, they treat roofing like a career, not a cash grab. And this is whether you do several years like me or decades. This isn't a side hustle, it's a profession. And professionals manage their money like professionals. Systems first, hustle second. The roofing off season isn't the problem, your system is. If winter keeps catching you off guard, the answer isn't more grind, it's a smarter structure. Winter is predictable, it happens every year, and predictable problems can be planned for. The reps who survive and thrive in this business aren't luckier. They've just built financial systems that assume slow months are coming. Your income doesn't need to be steady for your finances to be. You just need a plan that actually matches how roofing sales works. If this video gave you some clarity on why your cash flow has been broken and what you actually need to do to fix it, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button because I'm building something here just for you. My next video breaks down why monthly budgeting fails roofing sales reps. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.